Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024. Welcome to another entry in my daily vlog where I turn the lights and camera each morning and talk about what I've been doing, what I'm doing next, and how it's going. I'm trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. So let's have a little topic to talk about at the end here related to some recent viewer comments, which I'm always happy to see. Let's talk a little bit about yesterday, though, and we'll get to that. I started yesterday running low on short videos, maybe only have 7 to 10 or so left, and so when I'd like to get out a short now, I'm trying to generate one on the fly, which I did first thing in the morning. It took about an hour. You'd be surprised how long it takes to generate 60 seconds, right? I took a part of a pickup that I got weeks ago at a toy show, just in a television game, and you shoot that and then you record the video of the gameplay and you put it all together and you put the captions on, all the stuff you do for short videos. But I got that out and it did pretty well. Even shorts have not been doing as well as they did before my stop down, but that one picked up quite a bit. Then I had a larger task than I recalled for retro days, for celebrating yesteryear. Not only did I have a new piece to record, but also we had these little interstitials that we're going to start using. I had to record those, and for those, they'll be used throughout the thing. So I brought in several shirts and changed out my hats so they weren't the exact same wardrobe for every single one of them. That wasn't a requirement. I just wanted to make sure they looked varied as they get used. Basically, it's a mid-break where it's like, I see you're there watching, take a second to subscribe, stuff like that they'll use inside of those videos. So, and then I it got to around lunchtime or so, and I went out and ran some errands because it's good to get out and exercise and get on, walk around and just like I did over the weekend a little bit. And then I hit that midday wall about 2 in the afternoon, I guess. And I ended up making yesterday a half day, more or less. I mean, I was still monitoring social and, answering comments and stuff like that, but I didn't get the work done that I'd hoped to do yesterday because, as I continue to tell you and I tell my friends and my family and everything, I'm listening to what my recuperating body says, and if it says, hey, you need to stop and rest, I stop and rest. As much as I would like to keep working, much as I want to get something done, I'm not just pushing through like I always did. I'm taking this recuperation very seriously, and I think that's probably smart. Although it's not easy for me to do in my brain, I know it's the wise thing to do for my health. So let's talk about, before we talk about today, let's talk about stats. I have this little chart. Like to be right in the middle, average over the last 7 days of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers. Views are creeping up a little bit, 6,500 views, midway point there. We were at 63, I think, yesterday, so creeping up. Subscribers, 89 subscribers average over the last 7 days, still good performance there. So, new milestone? Yes, we did. Kat predicted it in the comments I saw. Overnight, we reached 53,000 subscribers over on the main channel, and another 40 or so beyond that. So, yeah, continuing to do well in terms of gaining subscribers. Yeah, another huge, 1,000 milestone. So, tickled about that. Let's talk about today then. So, first and foremost, it's Tuesday, podcast editing day. So what that means is, look, we have the show that we record, myself, Mo, and George, that publishes every Thursday, and I edit it on Tuesday, but I do it now live. And if you want to join us, it's 10 a.m. Eastern over on Twitch at twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp. The day is going to be one of the smaller ones. We call them rewinds, where we repackage an old episode. It was because it was SFGE and convention season, we couldn't record, so we repackaged one of those. And so you get to see more of the production process, I guess, because I do all the tagging and everything live in these because the edit is much shorter, so you get to see more of that. While you're there, I'll remind you again, if you happen to be an Amazon Prime subscriber and have not already done so, or have done so and it's been more than 30 days, you have a free $5 value subscription token that you can use for any Twitch creator. And if you'd like to use it for us, we'd be very grateful. All you have to do is head over to twitch.tv/GenXGrownUp, click that little subscribe, or maybe it says resubscribe for you. Go to a second tab, look for the tick box that says use my Prime sub, and the checkout goes from $4 or $5.99 to $0, and you just tick that box and you've done it. It goes right to us as a contribution, doesn't cost you anything. Otherwise, it would just go into the ether. Many people do that, and we're very grateful for you. If you would like to do it, I'd also be thankful for that as well. It really goes to the bottom line, doesn't cost you a penny other than a couple minutes of your time. So once I get that done, it'll be midday or so. I'll take a break for lunch, assuming I still have the energy. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I do want to resume looking for the next video. I narrowed it down to a couple of candidates that I think I could knock out in an afternoon. I definitely could. I just have to make sure I have the energy to do it. That sounds really weird. Like, why are you worn out after half a day? And look, I called. I just called my physician, and said, "Hey, is this normal that I, tired and whatever?" And they're like, "Yeah, that surgery is much more invasive than people think it is, and it could take several weeks for you to have your energy back." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right. I'm not worried anymore. Just listening." So. I do want to, on that topic though, since yesterday I took kind of a half day and I'm talking about my energy, I saw a message from viewer Tiger Claw. I think you're relatively new. Welcome to the channel, to the vlog, who shared his story of he had a change in his life and ended up just saying, he had to end up retiring early or whatever. And he's saying, just don't keep trying to work at all. Take time off, was his advice. And I appreciate that insight and that input. I don't think that's me. I took the time off when I was sick. I took several more days off when I was recuperating. I want to work. I enjoy this work. I want to do the work. What I am doing though is I'm being very honest with myself. If the work becomes overwhelming, I hit the brakes and I stop. So I appreciate the thoughtfulness. You said something about, you're not yourself in the vlogs. That's up to you guys. Am I myself or am I not? Being relatively new, I saw several new people who mentioned you're not yourself, and maybe they're comparing it to what they saw on the main channel, which is kind of an on version of me versus this is just a raw version of me. Or maybe, I wouldn't doubt that I'm not quite myself. It's, I can't be the judge of that. But, and another viewer had commented, who said something about, yeah, definitely what Tiger Claw said, take some time off because we don't care about stats and numbers and algorithms and the YouTube stuff. We're here for the retro content. To which I would say, welcome to the vlog. That's what this channel is about. This is not more of my retro content. This is talking about my own journey, my own adventure, my own attempt to make this sustainable, and that is very much about minutia of my day and statistics and efforts and partnerships and things like that. And look, if you came here thinking you were going to see more retro reviews on this channel, I'm sorry that you thought that. That's not what this is. All you have to do is go back, 10 days, 20 days, 20 months, and see what I've been doing. That's what this channel is for. It's a more behind the scenes, raw, personal journey in this content creation than it is more content, which I guess in and of itself is some content, but you know what I mean. So if you misunderstood what this vlog is, I'm sorry. If you are upset that I'm talking about stats and numbers and milestones, then this is not for you. And I respect that, and I understand, just like everything we've talked about, your personal preference. But yeah, if you're here waiting for me to stop talking about stats and pick up the latest toy and review it in these vlogs, that's not what this ever has been. This is a personal document of someone attempting to make that main channel a sustainable and viable process. So those of you that have been here forever know that, but it was, and I'm not calling out these viewers to say, you don't understand at all. I'm thrilled that you're here. But we've had a lot of new viewers recently who've come over and joined us, just since there was some cross-pollination with my illness on the main channel. And I think maybe they were expecting, oh, here's John's second channel, more of his stuff. And they just started with the recent stuff and don't know what the vlog is. So I announced at the beginning of each one, so what I've done yesterday, what I'm doing today, how it's going. That's what this vlog is about. So yeah, if you're here more than a few days, you'll figure that out. And if it's not for you, awesome. I'll see you over on the main channel where we're talking retro stuff. So yeah, so thank you to all the new people. Thanks for all the input and all your thoughtful comments. I really do value you being here. And I understand if it's not what you were looking for too. I get that too. So But either way, if you stopped in to check out today's vlog, I appreciate you for that. You know, if you're here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for sticking with me here. Have a great, what is it? Yeah, have a great Tuesday. I'm going to go get ready for that live stream. Remember to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.